As many of you know, I have a barbershop that I own and operate. I am not a barber. I am someone who is passionate about serving people, serving a team, building good environments, and building great customer experience. And I also have business partners that I work closely with, and I communicate a lot. One of my investors and business partners, his name is Angel, and Angel and I always talk about maybe about once a month, whenever we get the chance to just like update him, give him a rundown, just go over our numbers, go over how things are going with our team, going with our business, how things are being, what are we working on next. And one thing that he told me as things are progressing in our space and in our shop is he says something very interesting, and I think that is worth uh, sort of thinking about and exploring and really taking into consideration when you are starting a journey of entrepreneurship or you're starting a journey of meeting your goals. And one thing he said was, nothing is hard, it just takes time. And I thought about that when he said that because we end up believing as we grow that using the word hard can sometimes stops us from really spending the time and really trying to understand what we want to achieve, or whether that is a topic of conversation or that is a specific skill that we want to learn. And sometimes the word hard for some people can be sort of crippling because we don't want things to be hard. We want things to be enjoyable in the process. I've also have been thinking a lot about that because what is hard for somebody may not be as hard for me. And I think that, if in the event that any of us decide to become a medical doctor and we are really passionate about achieving that goal and really turning our lives around, and we visualize ourselves being a medical doctor, it won't be hard if it's something that you're really passionate about, but it will take time. It will take 10 to 12 years of our lives. And the process of getting to becoming a doctor won't be hard. It was just will require a lot of time and investment from ourselves to have the knowledge and the understanding for us to get to the place where we want to achieve and become medical doctors. That's just an example. Now, of course, when you're learning something completely new and you are jumping into the waters, yes, it will be difficult. The process and some things will be difficult. It will feel difficult, or at least it's presented to us that it's difficult. And we maybe have a little bit of challenge with that initially, but it won't be as hard as we probably think it is. So I've been thinking a lot about that, right? Like, the things society gives us so much information all at once, especially these days, and we could be very overwhelming. It could be crippling, right? Like, especially when sometimes you speak with people who are not knowledgeable about areas that you're interested in. They can say words like, "Oh, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very difficult for you," and perhaps they may be right, but it was hard for them because sometimes when some people are not fully invested or fully committed to something, maybe the hard for them was being committed to something. Maybe the hard for them was showing up on time. Maybe the hard for them was that they had to pull energy and passion where they didn't have one. But I really believe that when you're passionate about something, when you really want to achieve and you are committed and you're doing the things that most people don't want to do and you overcome that step, things are not hard. It just takes time for you to get to a place where you master that skill, when you master that specific knowledge, when where to it's. it's the journey becomes something completely different than the actual outcome that you visualize yourself. So, I really been thinking about that recently, and I'll give you a clear example of that. Is we've been trying to elevate our brand. We've been trying to really separate our branding, our experience, our team, expanding them to a different place where sometimes we don't know exactly what that looks like, but we definitely understand that it is very it's within principles that we truly believe in, that is that is customer experience, that is team unity, building different products within our brand, diving deeper into the customer connection, and diving deeper into customer retention as well. And those those things take time. They're not difficult because when you're passionate about solving that problem, it doesn't become hard. It just takes time for you to figure out how to execute them at the proper timing, how to execute them whether you need to in an organized way, more than anything. So yeah, something that I think it's important for you as you're starting up your new business, or you're going into achieving a new goal, or you want to make an impact for other people or for yourself or your family, is understand that a lot of the things that you're going to encounter are not as hard as you may think, but it takes time, whether that takes a week, takes a whole day, or takes a couple of years. Just fall in love with, have passion for the process, have passion for the steps that you need to take, and while still focusing on the outcome. But also, once you understand that things can take time, you start realizing that the tasks are not as difficult as they may seem, or as other people may make it seem like. My name is Abel. I am a business consultant, product manager, business owner, and make sure you subscribe, like this button, or give me your comments below. I'm going back into YouTube, and I want to make sure that I provide as much value, and I am expressing the things that I learn every single week as you run a business and as I interact with other business owners. Please let me know how I can improve my content. I have a video on experimentation and the importance of receiving feedback so you can continue experimenting on new things for yourself. And that's it for today. Again, nothing is hard. It just takes time. Till next time.